There you go, that is our old-fashioned British apple dumpling. Oh, come through that pastry. Look at that. Oh yeah, and we got that soft apple. We got all that sugary currants or sultanas in there. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing apple dumpling. We're making the old-fashioned apple dumpling the British way. You know, the Americans have changed it around a little bit. It's the same sort of thing, you know, because obviously recipes went across the world with the travelers and the people finding the new world, you know. But apple dumpling in America, you normally see a lot of cinnamon sugar shoved inside the apple. We're making it the British way. We're using suet, and we are going to stuff it full of fruit, sugar, and a little bit of mixed spice. Let's get on and do it. Come on. So we've got all these apples here. We've got 4 apples, but we're going to start with the dough, the pastry, and you want your oven on for 190. Okay, so in here I've got self-raising flour, and I'm using suet. Now you can use beef suet, you can use vegetable suet. It's up to you. So that's my suet in there, and it's started to melt, as you can see, because it's that warm. But not to worry, we're still going to bring it in. Now, a lot of people don't take this step, they just stir it all in. I don't do that. I like to bring it all in like a pastry. Old school ways, you know, and I just find it's better. But you know, do it your own way. Okay, I'm just going to stir through some salt. And we're going to add our water, and we're going to bring this in to a dough. In fact, I'm going to chuck it all in. It'll be close enough. And then all you do is just bring it in, into a dough. Now, all the people that keep saying, I can't get suet, use butter. Butter does exactly the same job. But suet is traditional. So there you go. That didn't take any length of time, did it? That's quite easy. Right, we've got 4 apples. So we want 4 lots of dough. Now, of course, you can weigh this out. Not a problem. But you know, for this video, we're just going to do this. There you go, 4 lots of dough. So we'll just chuck that somewhere to one side. Let's crack on. Right, we've got some apples. We've got some apples, but we're not going to do that first. We got some brown sugar in here. In there, our mixed fruit. Now I'm using dark and golden raisins. Now for this as well, what you could do, you can soak the raisins to make them softer. And we are going to use English mixed spice. It's on the channel if you want to go make it. And you want about a teaspoon, a good teaspoon of that. English mixed spice is like pumpkin spice. And it is predominantly cinnamon. So the American version with the cinnamon and sugar, you know, it's all taken from these old recipes. There you go. Apples. Peel and core your apples. You need to core the apple on this one because we're going to shove that filling in there. So you can peel it with a peeler, Peel it all the way around. Nice and steady. Let's get rid of that. Come on. Now, I'm going to use a peeler for this one because I don't want to take too much apple off. I want to save as much apple as possible. Now, if it's bruised like that, it doesn't matter. It's going to cook. Okay, it's up to you whether you want to take off the bruise or not. Okay. Okay, there's our bruised apples. Take your corer and core it out. Perfect core out of there, and then take, done. So again, twist, pull out, perfect core. These things are really good actually. So easy to use. So there you go. We've got our cored apples. These corers are very good. You know, I use them all the time. What we're going to do is we're actually going to roll out the pastry first. Put it on, fill it. So it goes into the pastry. I'll show you what we're doing. So grab one of your balls of dough. Now what we need to do is roll this so it comes all the way over your apple. So the apple is going to sit on there, okay, like that. Now you can be as neat as you like, and you can try and cut that round as a circle or anything like that. It honestly does not matter. Right, this is how we're going to do this, because what you do, you actually put your filling in there and you put a knob of butter on there. But we're going to do it differently. We're going to make it easy for ourselves. I'm going to take a knob of butter, take the apple, turn it upside down so the knob of butter is in there, and then fill it. Okay, so once you've stuffed in as much fruit and sugar and spice as you can get in there, you need to bring up the pastry base. Now this is milk, because we're going to brush it with milk, so we're going to use the milk now. Now you can be as fancy as you like, it doesn't matter. Okay, we just need to bring that up and stick it together, seal it. There's nothing hard about this, okay? Just squash it all together, turn it over, and that is our dumpling. So all we're going to do now, that seal side there goes down on the tray. Just like that. You don't have to do anything else other than that. You don't have to make it fancy or nothing. So let's crack on and do the rest. It's as easy as that. And don't forget, by inverting it like that in there, that butter is on the top. You know, there's no point trying to struggle putting all the mix in and then putting the butter on the top. Just turn it over in the pastry. A little bit of butter in there. Take your apple, make sure that the butter is in there, and then pack it. So just pack it. Now if you've got a small enough funnel, I guess you can just channel it down inside a funnel. So again, a little bit of milk around there to stick it all together. Just bring that up. and bob it on your tray. It's as easy as that. Seal side down. Okay, so all we do now is just a little bit of milk on there, and then we'll just dab some sugar on. I don't think the silicone brush is very good for this job. I think it's a bit too firm. One of the nylon ones is better actually. And then over there with a little bit of sugar. There we go, fantastic. Now that goes in the oven about 55 minutes, thereabouts. Okay, when you've had your time, look at those. Oh yeah, apple dumplings. They look absolutely stunning. Oh yeah. Oh, it's broken up a little bit there. Look, well, not to worry. Right, let's just put that to one side and let's crack on and make some custard. Come on. Oh, look at that steaming in there. Oh, yes, please. Quick instant custard, here we go. How to make instant custard powder like this is actually on the channel and is linked in the description. In there with some milk. Flame on, stir that in and start to thicken it up. There we go, that's good enough custard. Let's get served up. Come on. On there. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. On there, custard. Oh yeah. There you go, that is our old-fashioned British apple dumpling. Oh, come on. Oh, come through that pastry. Look at that. Oh yeah, and we got that soft apple. We got all that sugary currants or sultanas in there. Look at that. Oh yeah. It's a bit warm. That is off the charts. Come on. Oh. Oh, delicious suet pastry. That interior with the apple. Oh. Oh, it's fabulous. Mm-mm. That is a fantastic, wonderful old pudding, which is not being made anymore, you know. People are sticking to apple pies and things, the easy way, you know, but these old-fashioned puddings like this are absolutely spot on, you know. The olden days, they knew exactly what they were doing. Now, I'm sure many of you out there have had apple dumpling, and there are various recipes to make apple dumpling. And over in the States, you know, they make it with pastry, not suet pastry. This is traditional British, superb sweet. You know, and I had a conversation the other day on the Facebook group, and we were discussing the old style pudding inspired by JC, apple dumpling made. There you go. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make the old-fashioned and forgotten. It's a forgotten dessert these days. Apple dumpling. And if you do like what we're doing, a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and we'll catch you in the next video. Look at that apple. Just melts. That is delightful.